part 30 of our Minish Cap walkthrough, and we're going to be collecting a lot of heart pieces.
I think 7 to be exact, isn't it?
I believe so.
Well, that's what the YouTube description says at this time, so I hope it's 7 because we actually did not count.
I trust your count back then.
Yes, I do too. I do too. Now, it depends if I put that description in on a Friday night or a Monday night.
That is a very good point.
I hate these cats, dude.
They're so annoying, and thankfully they don't do a ton of damage. This one blasts you back.
Yeah, they're like somebody's cat I know sent across the table from me.
She doesn't like
you. You try to pet her, and it's just like, hiss.
Well, I mean, can you blame them? You're running around Minish size.
You look like a mouse, is what you look like. So, I mean, yeah, I can. No, I don't blame them. I guess is what I'm saying.
I can't believe the dogs and the other stuff don't really attack you. The dogs seem to like you.
Yeah, they do. Well, dogs are, a lot nicer pet.
That's true.
Than cats are. You know how cats are.
Definitely. Unfortunately, I have 2 of them. I know how they are.
But I mean, we'll be really traveling all through. Not all over Hyrule, but we're doing a lot of traveling also in this part.
We do, and it seems a little tedious, but it's good to go ahead and get these pieces of heart as soon as you can. Just because it makes the next dungeon.
Yeah, it's just more health,
Yeah, just the more health you have, the earlier you can get it, the better off you're going to be. So.
A lot better chance that you don't die, which we are always cool with.
Oh, yeah.
And we always take advantage of, so.
Oh, we never die. Never.
But the thing is, like, I mean, in between, like, the Fortress of Winds and the Temple of Droplets, you can just get a crap ton of heart pieces.
Yeah, and the flippers are a big part of that. We mentioned that a little bit in the previous part, but just getting those to open things up and all the fusions we've done.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like opened up a few of the heart pieces. So.
This might be like a Mr. Obvious statement, but it always seems like in every Zelda game, there's always like after a certain dungeon, like you can really get like a lot of heart pieces.
Oh, you just go nuts.
And it's always like, based on a certain item. Like,
yeah.
For some reason in Skyward Sword, it felt like it was a double claw shot that we got. Like, it seemed like a lot of things open up after that.
I think the hook shot is a big one in general for things like that. Just let you get across gaps, get to higher levels, but things like that.
The flippers kind of like started, like I said, like we said a couple parts ago, like it didn't really feel like it opened up the world too much. Yeah. But it did allow us to get across gaps that we not been able to get across.
And what I kind of like, I think this is the first look we get at the Vale Falls region.
Yeah, it is.
Which we don't spend a ton of time in, mind you.
No.
But it will become important
later
after the next dungeon.
Yeah, the next dungeon. We'll be going through that part later on in the game.
Yeah.
As you see, it's the only part of the map.
Yeah.
At the very top right, I think that we don't have filled in yet.
I'm pretty sure.
Nope. There's another part.
Oh yeah, we don't get into that. So
yeah.
We don't want to spoil that for you guys.
No. That's after. That's also obviously after the Temple of Droplets.
Yeah, and thank goodness that we have the teleporting ability at this point. Just it makes this particular item collection so much easier.
I mean, I don't really like going, like, all over the place.
Yeah.
But, like, when you can warp there this easy, I mean, why not do it?
Exactly. Go ahead and get everything. I know you mentioned, though, that you were kind of excited about coming back to the Minish Woods and the Minish Village area.
I always like going back to the Minish Village.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, I always like going back to the first places that you started the game in, because, like, a lot of times we don't go back at all hardly.
Exactly.
And so it's always kind of fun to, like, go back to, oh, hey, I remember this from the very, beginning part of the game.
It's like, hey, this place did exist at one point in time.
Yeah, and one good example of that, I guess, is in Twilight Princess, how, like, you start off in, like, the forest area. I forgot what it's exactly called in that game.
Ordon Village?
Ordon Village, yeah. But you start off in that area, and then once you get past that, you get out to Hyrule Field, which is just humongous. And you do go back a little bit to the forest, but, it's kind of like its own, it's kind of like its own little section that you start the game, you just never really get back there.
So it's nice. It is nice to get to go back and see those areas. Especially, I think in this game, that was the first area we actually encountered the Minish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So to get the Jabberknot.
Yeah.
That somehow is an awesome
translation thing.
Did I just say not the Jabberknot?
Jabbernut. Yeah.
That allows us to speak with them.
Now, whose little house is that? Is this right here?
That is the mayor's log cabin.
Was that the mayor's cabin?
That's the mayor's log cabin.
I guess we were just there 5 parts.
He has his dog there.
Yeah, that's right.
Like we do the dog food, get the bottle. Now I love that pond.
Yeah.
Right there. Like I don't know what it is, but like you get this big old lake.
Yeah.
And then there's like this little pond right beside his house. Just I don't know. I really like that for some reason.
Conveniently, with a heart piece waiting right inside it for us.
Yeah, definitely. And I would never. That's something I probably would have never done in this game the first time. Like I probably just saw that and was like, I don't know what this is for, but it's not. It's probably a wishing well where I got to throw in 2,000 rupees and get basically nothing.
That brings back some Link's Awakening, or Link to the Past memories.
This brings back some Ice Palace from Link's to the Past right here.
This is awful. I hated those few rooms in that Ice Palace where it literally was just these walkways that fall off.
It's so, and obviously it's hard to judge when you first go across it.
Yeah, now you do a pretty good job going this way. I think you get knocked off once or twice.
Yeah, well, I just kind of slide off. I had so much momentum going from killing that enemy that just kind of fell off.
I just hate these little ice walkways, and it's so random.
And I hate these holes right here too because like they disappear so quickly.
Oh, and they're really fast in this game.
I think in all the Zelda games, I think like I don't know what you call that, the disappearing floor.
Yeah.
I think it's the fastest in this game.
I would not be surprised. You're literally there for a second and it's dropping out on you. But this just. I didn't understand why this ice was in this underground cave. It's like, I mean, Lake Hylia is not frozen or anything like that. Come on now.
Well, I mean, it's underground. Like, I mean, I guess if you think about caves, like sometimes there's ice in caves, like in hotter areas or during the summer or something like that. So I mean,
it's cold down there. So
depending on how deep it is in the ground, which obviously from this angle it doesn't look like it's deep at all because there's no stairs. Like going down into there. So
it is a pretty cool little like. I wouldn't say extensive, but neat little cave complex. So 3 different entrances.
I do like that. You kind of got going like which one, like kind of see what's going on.
Yeah. So and once we do get this cave cleared out, though, then we're actually going to head back to the Minish village, like we talked about earlier in this.
And also, I just love the theme of the Minish village.
It
just has like makes it feel like it would be a place for like smaller people.
It sounds jolly.
That are like like specs, I guess you could say basically.
Yeah. Well, I always like the theme. Just this whole area in general.
Yeah, I've always just liked forest areas in Zelda games, period.
That's true.
Like, sometimes it's the music, sometimes it's just the way it looks.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess maybe because it's always where we start out to. Like, we always start out forest areas, and so maybe I'm always thinking, hey, it's the start of a new, adventure, a new Zelda game.
And if I'm not mistaken, the only thing we actually do in here, though, is do a fusion, right?
Yeah, we do a fusion that does, what? I don't even know.
I'm not sure what the fusion does.
Preparation. Hashtag preparation right there.
Well, here's the problem, though.
Beanstalk, doesn't it do a beanstalk?
Oh, this is the... No, that's a little bit later in this part.
Yeah, that's close.
We're close. We're close.
We're going to our own videos.
Well, this is the one that's all the way in the swamp. Who knows?
Castor Wilds.
Yeah. Who knows if we actually go get this?
Yeah, we don't do it in this part.
Yeah.
Watch us do it next.
No, I know we don't go to Castor Wilds in this part. So, I mean, the thing is, though, there's sometimes such a gap between when and where we do the fusion and when we actually get the reward.
And it's also based on if you have the the Kinstone piece at that certain time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's some of these that we could have tried earlier in the game, and we didn't have the Kinstone to do the fusion.
Exactly. So we kind of joke, obviously, about not being prepared.
How about that guy's house, though? I mean, if you think about it, compared to the Minish, that guy's rich.
Oh, he's got.
Did you see that house? That was except for the barrel bar, which I mean, that's not what it's called, but that's what I call it.
It'll always be the barrel bar.
Because that'd be the perfect place for a bar in this game.
Yeah. Perfect. The Minish got a drink too.
Yeah, I think that. Well, man, I bet they get drunk pretty fast, though. They definitely get drunk off one beer because it's basically like drinking a lake of beer. Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be so easy. Life would be so much cheaper back then.
Oh my god, it would be.
Now I think is when we're gonna go do the fusion that gets us the second beanstalk of the game.
And with the spectacular view that we'll also get.
Oh.
Now I think we fuse with the Minish right here too, don't we?
I think so, because it looks like there's a tree stump right here. It's that little mushroom.
Now here's the thing. I thought the Minish tried to like hide, or get away from the humans.
Yeah.
Like, why do we see these random small houses all over the place?
I don't know. You would think that every other human would be able to see them too. You would think.
Yeah. Like, what do the humans think these are?
I know. Like, just be thankful they don't pick them and cook them like they're real mushrooms.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the scale, like, I'm not really trying to do a scale here or anything, but like when you look at the scale, you would think a Minish would be like the size of an ant.
Yeah.
And they'd be like an ant, I don't know, hole or whatever you want to call it. Something like that. So, like, I mean, you would think the humans could see them.
And they'd probably treat it like we treat animals. We just kick them over and so
on. Oh gosh, that sounds horrible, Red.
Sorry.
You just want to go around stomping on the Minish. You see how much they help us out in this game, and you want to go around stomping on the Minish.
If they thought they were ants.
Fire ants.
If I saw
let's say fire ants.
If I saw a little line of ants and I couldn't tell they were anything other than ants in my living room, I'm calling an exterminator.
Peter's gonna flag this video because we're talking about stomping on ants.
But now though, like that we mentioned several parts ago, that beanstalk view that we just love.
Oh, it's awesome.
And it's good that you managed to get a few of them in here.
And I just like being like right here on like the clouds, just like being up this high and I don't want to spoil anything, so I guess I'll just quit on it.
But we finally got what I believe is that 7th heart piece in this part, and that wraps up part 30.